Well, hello there! Welcome once more to Juancho's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm welcome to you. It is an intensely hot summer, and my family and I have been hydrating with these cold pressed juices. And not only am I hydrating, I'm also trying to reduce some inflammation and lose some weight. So we are going to be making all these juices at a go, and I'm going to start off by prepping my ingredients. So I have a whole pineapple washed. I have some ginger also peeled and cut up, and 2 lemons, and I'm going to just peel my lemons. And now I'll peel my pineapple as well. I'm going to save the peels of my pineapple because I like to use this in making my hibiscus tea or my sobolo. It just gives it a nice flavor. Sometimes I just boil it with some ginger, turmeric, and some citrus fruits, and that is also a good drink that helps with inflammation as well. Now I'm going to just cut up my pineapple into chunks that will fit into my juicer. And just like that, our pineapple ginger juice is about 80% complete. Ingredients prepped. I'm going to set that aside, and now we're going to focus on the ingredients for the celery juice. So I have 3 lemons and some celery hearts. You could actually also use whole celery and just wash it, remove the stalk and just wash it, make sure there's no sand. And now I'm just going to peel my lemons as well for that. So celery is high in potassium. It also has vitamin C, A, and K as well. And it is pretty much all water. When you juice it, you get a lot of juice. So it's very good for hydration, and it helps with reducing inflammation. And people really believe that it helps with weight loss, especially when you have a glass of that in the morning. Lemons definitely high in vitamin C as well. So you pretty much get in your daily dose when you have a glass of this juice. Celery juice ingredients prepped. Now we are going to prep the ingredients for our beet juice, pineapple beet I should say. So I have some beets. All these beets are from my garden. I have washed them. I've also washed my pineapple. I'm just going to peel the pineapple, and yes, I'm going to be saving the skin of this one as well. And that is pretty much the reason why you see me cut a little bit deeper into my pineapple, so I have a little bit of the flesh on the skin, because I'm going to use that for something else. And now I'm just going to cut this into chunks. Remember, I am keeping the core because the juicer is going to be able to just extract all the juices from the core as well, and there's no point in me wasting that. Pineapples are rich in antioxidants, very high in fiber. It helps with digestion and loaded with vitamin C. So yes, a good reason to have it. Loads on loads of pineapple. I love pineapple. Give me anything pineapple any day, and I'm a happy camper. Most people tend to not like beets because of how earthy it is. It just smells so much of soil, but it is super sweet, and once you add a fruit like pineapple to it, it helps to balance out the earthiness a little bit, makes it more bearable. It is very high in antioxidants, rich in fiber as well. It is believed to help fight cell damage and inflammation, and so it is something that you would want to incorporate into your diet every now and then, and also very good for the heart. So this is prepped. Going to set that aside, and now we're going to focus on the ingredients for our watermelon limeade. So I'm going to be using 3 limes and half of a large watermelon. So you could use a small watermelon. Watermelon is about 92% water, so essentially it is just good for your hydration. It is high in vitamin A, C, and B6. So I am super happy that my children are getting some vitamins by eating their watermelon, or drinking it, I should say. My daughter will eat a very sweet one, but this juice, they both love it, and I'm just so happy about that. Limes are also high in vitamin C and also help reduce inflammation. I am just going to remove the peels or the skins of these ones, and like I said, you could just throw these into your juicer and it's still going to do the job. I just want to get rid of what will make it a little bit bitter, because I want my children to enjoy it. But if you want more of the lime flavor, then definitely add some skin, which I am trying to leave a few on for that. And these peels that I'm cutting off like this with a little bit of the fruit in it is perfect to make a potpourri to just deodorize your house. So you could take like the lime peels, a little bit of mint leaves, some vanilla essence, and just boil it, and it's just going to make your house smell so good. Anyway, I love mint, and it's just growing in abundance in my backyard. So I have some here washed already, and I'm going to throw it onto this, and that is going to just make my watermelon limeade with a hint of mint. Now that our ingredients are all prepped, let's go ahead and start juicing. And we're going to start off by making the celery juice. So I have my lemons in the juicer at this point, whole, just peeled but whole, and you can see that this juicer is able to just go ahead and crush that. What I love about this juicer more than my old juicer is the fact that the pulp really comes out dry, so you know you're getting all the juice that you can possibly get from your juicer. And just like that, family, we have our celery juice ready. Just look at that. Now you want to transfer your juice into bottles, so I'm going to be transferring mine into these glass bottles. They are actually 18 ounces, and for the celery juice, one bottle is going to be just enough for my mom, my husband, and I. It is quite on the strong side. I'm trying to get used to it, so it is not a drink that I will typically drink too much of. The other juices, I could just go ahead and have a whole bottle to myself, so those are going to be individuals. I got just a little over 2 bottles of this, and then what is remaining, I right away drank it. You want to cover this and refrigerate right away. Cold pressed juices, or all juices, actually tend to start oxidizing right away, so you want to refrigerate or ideally freeze as soon as it is done. And I'm going to be making my pineapple ginger juice now, and isn't it just amazing how you see the pulp just glide through? And like I said, this comes a whole lot drier. The technology that was used in making my Breville juicer, which is like 12 years old, the Breville juice fountain, I love it. I still love it. But then this, I feel like I get all that I can get from my fruit and veggies, and so I'm loving this newer technology a whole lot more. And that, I should say, it's a lot of juice for just one pineapple. Just one pineapple, which is like $2.50 with 2 lemons and some ginger. You know, pineapple juice made in the store does not cost about $3.50. It might be more, and this is just cold pressed 100% fruit juice. You know what you're getting. So for me, that is everything. I'm going to transfer that into my bottles as well, and these, like I said, individual portions. You grab one bottle and going to work or just sitting at home and wanting some juice, it is good for on the go and perfect for home. I want to make sure that I have this a balance in my drink, like all the bottles that I make taste the same, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up like I just did and then just fill it up. That's definitely sunshine in a bottle if you ask me. And right away you want to cover and refrigerate. And now let's use our watermelon limeade with a hint of mint. Mint, totally optional. You don't need to put it in if you don't like it. And obviously this watermelon is going to make way more juice than anything else, so I'm going to transfer what I have cut into a pitcher. I'm trying to do this so we mix everything together so the whole batch tastes absolutely the same. So I've transferred into the pitcher. I'm going to collect some more, and then when everything else is done, we're just going to go ahead and bottle the juice. And just like that, we have our watermelon limeade with a hint of mint ready for the fridge. And finally, we're going to be making our beet and pineapple juice. I don't know if you've been observing, but I started off with the lighter ingredients just so, not just for the taste I should say, but also for the color. So in juicing the celery and then the lemon first, followed by everything else, I was trying to make sure that the colors, you know, do not really bleed into each other. Imagine if I had done this beet juice before everything else. Whatever juice I would have made right after the beet juice would have taken a lot of the color plus the flavor or the earthiness of the beet. So I always try to consider the ingredients that I am juicing and try to have an order where I get an ideal flavor and the best of my ingredients without letting others that will really interfere with it come in too much. Totally up to you, but this is how I've done it, and it has always been helpful in this regard. And the pulp of all your juices, you can actually use it for something. This beet pulp, I'm not really going to do much with it than to just add to my compost pile, but the pulp from my pineapple ginger, I'm saving it and I'm going to just use it to make sobolo. So you just boil it with the hibiscus flowers and then, or the sorrel, and then you just make your sobolo with it. It has a lot of flavor, it still has a lot of the fruit in there, so it's just perfect that way. And if you're going to be trying beetroot for the first time, this red beet I should say, it is very likely that it is going to stain your urine and your number 2. So when you go to the bathroom and whether your pee or your poop shows a little bit of redness or some redness, don't be alarmed and think you are bleeding. Unless you have a very good reason why you think you're bleeding, it is most likely the beets. And one thing about beet, it does really foam up. The beet and the pineapple both do that, so combining them, just look at what I did. Don't be like me. The foam is not going to affect your juice in any way, but I'm just going to try to just scoop a little bit of it so it's just, you know, a little bit less foam. But like I said, it doesn't affect your juice in any way. One thing I loved about my Breville juice fountain was that the catcher had this lid that prevented the foam from, you know, going into your juice as you poured it, so it held back the foam. This cup does not have that, so you can just enjoy your drink with the foam or try to scoop as much as you can of it. And now into my bottles it goes. Just look at how beautiful, so vibrant the color. It's like certain colors, you just look at it and you just know that it's going to do something good inside your body. So inflammation, away with you, I say. And all juices made and straight into the fridge they go. I'm going to be keeping them for just 3 days. They were gone within the 3 days. Normally when I juice, I save them in mason jars because I'm 100% sure that those will not break in the freezer. These are fairly new glasses that I have bought. I love them. It's good and easy to carry around, sits well in the cup holders in the car and all, but I'm not sure if they are going to hold up in the freezer yet. So these ones go straight in the fridge. If I intend to freeze, I'm going to make my juice in my mason jar, which I know for sure are not going to break. And like I said, try to consume these within 2 to 3 days. That way they maintain their freshness and all the nutrients. If it stays any longer than that, you defeat the purpose. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Kindly give me a thumbs up and share. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.